All right, let's get to my first guest of the evening. She is representing the highway woman. Amanda Pruitt is with me right now. How's it going?
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you so much for having me, man. It's been a blessing, honestly, to have some actual contact, even if it's over the phone.
We'll call it virtual contact. It's all
Right?
good. So, you are the remaining person of the highway woman that I have yet to conduct an interview with until now. Um,
Oh,
I
well,
guess.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but I'm so honored to be a part of the show, for sure.
Oh yeah, much. Shout out to the rest of the ladies. Heather, from what I've heard, she's got a kid on the way, a new kid, a new
Yes,
addition. Hey, congrats to her, to Drew,
yes,
and to Kristen. I've interviewed Heather last year, and I've interviewed Drew and Kristen earlier this year individually. So I'm happy to have you on. And before I get any further to the music esque questions, with all being in quarantine season, how are you feeling health wise? How's the family doing?
well, health-wise, everybody has been awesome, praise God. I definitely one that has been I'm very homeopathic, so I use a lot of essential oils and just organic substance to your medicine here at my home. Everybody calls me a witch doctor because I'm actually really serious about it. Um, so I point to that is that I've really focused on making sure that we're eating good and our diets are clean and everyone has the oil on them every day. So in the quarantine, health-wise, we have been blessed, and it has been we're all healthy. There's a few of us in our home that are essential, and so they've been in and out. As far the biggest struggles I believe that myself personally and my family have had is just more of a mental strain through the whole thing, just trying to figure out what's next, what to do, etc. My son, he was actually stuck over in Kansas City. I was out on tour the last out on last let's see March. I left here in Nashville March 5th for my East Side tour, and he left for his dad's on March 14th, and he actually got stuck there during his spring break because they quarantined the military family over there, and so they quarantined the whole base. But we finally got him back last week, and so it's been more of a mental strain than it has anything. Health-wise, we're all doing wonderful.
Well, that is definitely encouraging to hear for the most part. Thank him for his service. And while everyone, there are some states starting to lift some restrictions here and there. And, with this being a holiday weekend, I say let's not forget about the meaning behind this day, and that is to acknowledge all the men and women that serve and sacrifice. To everyone that has served, we thank them for their service, and we appreciate them, and they are the true heroes.
They are, they are. Very thankful for our military family. I come from a military family, and I never served myself, but actually attended a military academy for 3.5 years or 3 years, and so I'm very connected with the military and the of the military, and so I am very, very, very honored to have them on that side of the family and know the true sacrifice. that they do have to take, and I'm very thankful for them and just all that they do. And it's just a lot of people don't realize that Memorial Day is not about barbecue and campfires. It's about our military heroes for sure.
That is very, very true. Um, so I definitely want to ask you questions about Highway Woman. Yeah, I've had quite the 2020, putting out some music here and there. But before we get into that, and also, yeah, I got a new song on the way, Shake the Dust. That's will be coming out soon. But before we get into all of that, I'll focus on you in particular. How did you get into music? How did it start off for you?
Oh wow. My mom was a singer, and I remember her singing as just a small girl, and she had a few connections. I started in Louisiana, and she had a few connections in the business, and she had a band and stuff. And long story short, she put me on the stage, actually in a VFW in Bossier City, Louisiana. Put me on the stage there when I was 4 years old, and I was pretty hooked after that. Um, you know, unfortunately, Mom didn't go through with her career as a singer, and there was just a lot of turbulence there. And so, another long story short, I didn't have a lot of support in the business growing up, or I was able to do choir, and I was able to do little things when I went to church with my grandmother and stuff like that. But it was never like a dream until I really started seeing money at it, realizing I could make a living at it. Um, you know, I started singing when I was 4 years old in the bathroom mirror with the brush, and um, it's led me here. Um, I didn't have a lot of support in music because people did not, in my family, believe that hard work, you got to work for everything you have, and being a musician is definitely not one of those things that that's just a hobby. And so I chose to take the gamble and roll the dice, and I've been independent since 2010, and what that basically means, and I've managed myself. I do all my booking and all that stuff. And it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. I mean, the music business is definitely something that only the strong can really survive in. So, it's been good though. I mean, I love music. It's been around for a while, and it's the only thing that actually keeps me alive before these little kids, of course.
You definitely went through a lot of adversity, very young, you know, getting little support, which is heartbreaking, One thing, you know, to not get support from strangers here and there, but the first people that should be out there supporting. Um,
Yeah,
but
you're right. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize it, man. And what I mean by that is like, I mean, I've been in business long enough to where I've seen a lot, and I've mentored a lot of ladies, especially when I was in Texas. I mentored several ladies. These young girls, they've got all kinds of fans and support groups and their mamas and everyone comes to their shows, and that's one of the things I always, make sure that I make a point across to the ladies is how blessed and they are, and how lucky they are to have that. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's one thing not having the support from a stranger that really doesn't know you, or someone that thinks they know you and doesn't have a clue who you are, and not getting that support, but not having support from the people that are directly in your home is it has been detrimental to where sometimes I'm the only one able to keep the beat. I'm the only one that's been able to keep on going, and so I'm very grateful to have the people in my on my team that I do, and on my team throughout the years. I've got several angels that have just popped up out of the blue and my journey financially, have helped with just put me in connection with the right people. From publishers to all different people in the industry that have definitely stepped up and liked what they have heard, so have been honored to help me. So that's honestly how I've kept things going with just myself and a few individuals I like to call family. And just recently, over the last year and a half, I just hired a full-time booking agent, which has been just wonderful. And he's become my family as well. So, I don't take anything lightly at all. I'm very grateful, and it's been hard, but I know no other way but to just keep stepping there and just keep pushing. I got to keep pushing. I can't stop. I've made it this far.
Very, very true, and you definitely inspire so many people. When you find ways to pick yourself back up, you roll with people that's gonna be there for you, and let everything else speak for itself. And from the looks of things, you're definitely on the right path. Not only that, you're getting support, but you got 3 other women by your side, the sisterhood, and things haven't looked back since then. I definitely want to get into the Highway Woman, such an incredible group of ladies joining forces, and you ladies have been putting out a couple of songs for the last year or so, and y'all released a song earlier this year called "God Made Me Right." And I played that song earlier in the previous hour. Definitely enjoyed it. I like the music video as well. So as far as how would you best describe the bond that you, Kristen, Drew, and Heather, that y'all have towards one another, just musically and just friends in general?
Our bond that we have is collective. One, we're all women, Kenny. So we're all not going to agree on everything.
Yeah.
But one thing we agree on is music, and our hearts, and our mission, and our desire to change the way that people feel about women in music. And so, I joined up with this group a year ago, and Jill, our CEO, owner of the Heart Songs, the owner of the Highway, the record label of the Highway Women, she reached out to me about a year and a half ago, and and I'll be honest, and I tell her this all the time. I'm like, Jill, there's no way that I would ever have joined up with an all-girl group. The reason is, this business, and there's just a lot of competition, and not necessarily competition. There's a lot of competitors, let me say that, because everyone's not out to compete. I'm not out to compete with anyone. I'm literally just here to participate and do something good and make someone smile. And that was the mission that Jill had, was to put a different face on women in country music. And it definitely, we all knew going into this it's going to be something different, but the bond that we have generated through the last year, we're just so close, and they'll all tell you Amanda is not one to let her walls down. Amanda is the one that is strong-willed and strong. I don't let people in, especially women. And I've just really formed that lifestyle in this business, unfortunately, just through bad experiences. And so, point to my story is I was a little guarded coming in. I was. And but these girls held on to me. And, I mean, forced me to be their sister. And so, which I'm so grateful that they did, because I never would have opened my heart up to them if they wouldn't have. And over the last year, I mean, we've created such a strong hold on each other, and accountability has been a huge thing with this group. And, you know, like Kristen, she's so good at, like, organization and social media and all that stuff. I'm really good at organization, but I'm terrible at social media. You know, Drew, she's so great at, like, fitness and inspiration and motivation and just being a wonderful, wonderful guiding light to the spirit of our group and happiness. And, you know, my point is that we all have these strengths. All four of us combined, you know, we are something very powerful. And I just pray that the industry sees that and eventually will open their hearts to us as well. You know, I mean, some wonderful things are going on right now for the highway women, things that I never thought that would ever happen, you know, and I'm so excited to see what happens. But our bond is become more than a friendship. You know, I can call Drew up right now and just love on her for a little bit, you know, and I don't have a sister, very many sisters in the business, even not blood. And so I'm very thankful to all of these girls and Jill for the bond that we have created over the last year, and I hope it lasts forever.
Being the sports junkie that I am, I like to use a sports analogy. Jill was pretty much like a coach, and you ladies are like a team on the same page, and just, you know, step up, come through in the clutch, and you ladies have really have executed. Highway Woman is definitely a force to be reckoned with in the music industry, and I definitely see big thing, even more big things on the horizon for you ladies. And I talked to Drew and Kristen earlier this year, Heather last year, and they talked about, like, big things are in store for the Highway Woman. You just watch, you gonna see. And I see it. I see the video. I see the songs. I listen to the songs. You ladies are so incredible, and I look forward to hearing more in the future, including the new song "Shaking the Dust," which is coming out real soon. Now, wow.
Yes.
So as far as "Shaking the Dust," now that's quite a title for a song, and I look forward to hearing it. Big shout out to Jill of Publicity Nation. This is the continuation of the takeover for Publicity Nation. I've been interviewing all their artists throughout this month of May, so I'm glad to have you as part of this takeover. So let's talk about this new song that you ladies have on the horizon. What was it like recording this song?
Oh, well, for starters, I wrote this song with one of my wonderful friends, Mr. Davis Corley. And Davis and I, we wrote this song probably maybe 2 years ago, honestly. And, you know, I've been singing it out, you know, in my tours, my shows and stuff like that. And when the Highway Women came along, I presented this song to Jill, and I mean, it's our mission. It is everything that the Highway Women stand for. And shake the dust is a term that was used in the Bible, And it's basically, in a nutshell, it just means yourself of all negative surroundings and activity and people to where you can find the positive life and become who you're supposed to be. And we've been told our whole lives, never give up. Don't quit that job. We've been told all these things, and those things are planted into our minds. And you don't want to quit this or start something new because of fear. And that's what Shake the Dust is about, just letting it go, follow your heart, and rid yourself of all negative life around you and present yourself with something new that is going to be fulfilling for you for the rest of your life. And sometimes we got to shake the dust to get there. So, yeah, the music video, oh my God, it's so much fun. Um, I'm just honored to be a part of this group. And again, I would never jump on board with a bunch of women to do anything at all. And the man behind what Jill had in line as our coach is what stood out to me more than anything. Because in my career, all I ever want to do is bring people hope through music, and through that, with that being my testimony through song, my testimony through speech, or whatever it might be. And Shake the Dust has been my life story. And so, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. I'm really excited for everyone to hear it and see it, mostly because I've been doing it by myself for so long, for the last year or so, and now the Highway Women are putting a completely different spin on it, and it just really sounds amazing. It really does. I'm very, very proud of the work that has been put behind this. I'm very, very humbled that Jill would do so much for this song, and that's how good the song is.
So you can pre-order the song right now. The song will be coming out on June the 19th, I believe. June the 19th.
Yes.
Will be available on all digital music platforms. That will be the next single from the Highway Woman, Shake the Dust. You can pre-order it right now at whatever platform you prefer. I'm on Spotify at it, so I'll be pre-ordering it myself. And until then, you can check out their previous single, God Made Me Right. The music video is on YouTube, and the song is also on digital music platforms. Amanda, it was great chatting with you. Thank you so much for your time. Much love to you, to Heather, to Drew, and Christian, and everyone, and to Jill. While we are all in quarantine right now, hopefully you ladies will be able, and pretty much all of music artists, once this quarantine time is all said and done, y'all be able to resume back to performing and doing what y'all love to do. Because I really, as I said a few minutes ago, I see big things from Highway Woman. And hopefully you ladies get to perform in my neck of the woods in Kentucky once everything is back to normal, per se.
Hey,
so
we love Kentucky, baby.
Kentucky loves y'all right back. Amanda, you continue to be safe, and we'll chat again soon.
Definitely, Kenny. I appreciate your time so much. Y'all have a great one, too, up there. We'll talk to y'all soon.